You're in a meeting and someone says, "Can we just add this one small thing to the sprint?" And now your delivery timeline is at risk. You want to say no, but you don't want to sound unhelpful or inflexible. Today, I'll show you exactly how to negotiate deadlines and push back on scope creep in a way that's clear, polite, and professional, especially if English isn't your first language. Welcome to Tech English Pro. This is the channel where we focus on business English for tech professionals. Let's go. Here's the problem. Scope creep is one of the biggest reasons tech teams miss deadlines. But when you're working in English, especially as a non-native speaker, it can feel risky to push back. You don't want to sound rude, and you don't want to be that person that always says no. But here's the truth. Saying yes to every last-minute request doesn't make you a team player. It puts delivery, quality, and your credibility at risk. Context matters. Here's how to sound professional and reasonable, even when you're saying no. Always explain why you're pushing back. For example, we've committed to a fixed scope for this sprint, and adding this now could affect testing. Or, happy to help, but I want to flag that this change could impact quality or timeline. Here's a tip. Use language that shows you're thinking of the team, not just your task list. How to push back politely in Agile. When someone suggests adding work mid-sprint, don't just say no. Say one of these instead. Let's look at what we'd need to shift to make that happen. We can take that on if something else moves off the sprint. That sounds like a good candidate for the next sprint. Can I add it to the backlog? I want to make sure we're delivering what we committed to. Should we relook the priorities? These phrases show that you're not avoiding work. You're managing your delivery expectations. The tiered response strategy. Depending on the situation, you can adjust the levels of firmness in your response. Soft pushback. Example, just checking. Does this align with our sprint goals? Happy to adjust if needed. Negotiation style. Example, we can make it work, but I'd recommend shifting feature X to the next sprint. Do you want me to propose a swap? Firm boundary for repeat requests. We've had several mid-sprint additions lately. Can we log this for sprint planning so it stays visible to the team? Here's a tip. It's not about refusing. It's about making smart trade-offs. Bonus tip. Say yes strategically. Sometimes saying yes helps build trust. If you set the terms clearly, for example, we can deliver a V1 of that feature by Friday, but the full version will need more time. Or, sure, if we shift the timeline for feature A, we can take this on. A strong yes has boundaries. It's not do everything now. It's here's what we can do, and here's what we'll adjust. So, which of these phrases would you feel confident using at work? Drop it in the comments. Or just tell me how your team handles scope creep and last-minute requests. And don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow's video is all about phrases to push back politely in code reviews. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.